Welcome back to Crypto Meets AI. Gary here with an update for you. Do me a favor, friends. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and comment down below. Now let's get into this. Digital IDs, digital dollars, robot AIs. It's all coming. Apple launches digital ID in the US, letting users add IDs like a passport to Apple Wallet and use them at TSA checkpoints in 250 plus airports for domestic travel. Comment down below and you guys let me know. How do you guys feel about the digital IDs being rolled out like this with what we've seen taking place in like the UK, India, China? It seems like a digital prison to me. And if you don't think they're going to try to take it there, they're going to try to take it there. UN chief demands censorship crackdown. Antonio Gutierrez has called for tighter controls of social media, claiming that false narratives threaten the UN's Agenda 2030 goals and global stability. He condemned what he called a tsunami of conspiracy theories and demanded action against platforms that allow them to spread. Translation: the UN wants the power to decide what's true and to silence whatever challenges its agenda. When unelected bureaucrats start policing speech in the name of safety, it's not protection. It's digital authoritarianism in disguise. It's that digital prison.
The spread of hatred and lies online is causing grave harm to our world. Misinformation, disinformation, and hate speech are fueling prejudice and violence, exacerbating divisions and conflicts, demonizing minorities, and compromising the integrity of elections. Threats to information integrity are not new, but they are proliferating and expanding with unprecedented speed on digital platforms and supercharged by AI technologies. Science, facts, human rights, public health, climate action are under attack. And when information integrity is targeted, so is democracy, which depends on a shared, fact-based perception of reality. False narratives, distortions, and lies breed cynicism, disbelief, and disengagement.
Someone needs to tell this globalist. That's why we got the USA and we got free speech. What is hate speech? What is misinformation? What is disinformation? Who gets to dictate that? Sure as hell not some unelected bureaucrat, in my opinion.
They undermine social cohesion, putting the Sustainable Development Goals further out of reach. Opaque algorithms push people into information bubbles and reinforce prejudices, including racism, misogyny, and discrimination of all kinds. Women, refugees, migrants, and minorities are common targets. Lives are at stake when lies are spread about vaccines and other medical issues. The United Nations' own operations and missions are compromised as our staff deal with a tsunami of falsehoods and absurd conspiracy theories. We demand action. First, to the big tech companies, take responsibility. Acknowledge the damage your products are inflicting on people and communities, and you have the power to mitigate harm to people and societies around the world. You have the power to change business models that profit from disinformation and hate. The climate crisis is a cause of particular concern. Coordinated disinformation campaigns are seeking to undermine climate action.
We've already been subject to speech policing, stamping out free speech. You've seen what the Biden administration did with Twitter and Facebook and YouTube. You can't even say certain things still on here. If we don't fight back against this type of thing, they will try to control us. Is the U.S. running the same playbook as India? Reduce the easily accessible cash. This hinders the poorest in the economy. They'll rely on free money from the government. Canada also eliminated the penny a few years ago and is now ready to implement UBI, Universal Basic Income. Now you know the playbook. They want you completely under their control, needing them no matter what. That's what the welfare state has already done. It's proven it works to control people.
I am very a bit on India because of this boldness with which they do things that others are telling them not possible. For example, digital identity. India, everybody was saying you cannot have everybody with digital ID. This number, this system that you are promoting, it's not going to work. They have proven them wrong, so it's working. And then they use this boldness to build competitiveness on top of it by having the public digital infrastructure that allows digital payments. I mean, it's amazing. You walk in a rural India, nobody's using cash. How did that happen? One of the steps that Prime Minister Modi took was to say, I'm going to suck out small notes. Only
All the digital ID does is let them see and control every little thing you do.
big notes, and that's it. You cannot have small notes anymore. People were saying, oh, terrible, the economy is going to go down. For a short period of time, there was a bit of slowdown. But the overall impact is digital payments are predominant. They're much, much more acceptable in society. So you have digital ID, public digital infrastructure, no small fiat money anymore in circulation, and all of a sudden payment costs goes down, entrepreneurial capacity shoots up, and the results are seen in the growth trajectory of India.
India's government had the power in order to implement this and force it on its people. This would never be able to take place in the United States without it going through Congress. So luckily, we have a different form of government here. Ending cash does give them a lot of control. And then we have old Larry Fink over here. I can't talk about XRP. Comment down below and you tell me, do you believe a BlackRock XRP ETF loading up? And last up, Mr. Wonderful, Kevin O'Leary on investing in crypto.
Crypto, what is that? What percentage is in gold? You had some in gold before.
Yeah, I have 5% in gold.
Okay.
So crypto for the first time is more than gold for me. And I'm going to keep my gold.
Right.
I see no reason not to sell it. But
right.
Crypto, it's not just betting on the price of Bitcoin anymore. There's so many other ways to invest, particularly in blockchain opportunities. Solana, Ethereum, there's so many different levels.
And right there, he wanted to say HBAR. I'm not sure why he didn't, because he's already publicly stated that he's an investor in HBAR and he owns some HBAR. So I'm not too sure why he's holding back on saying HBAR now.
Ones, and then of course level twos, the derivatives that are put on top of Ethereum and Solana and all the others. So I've really become a student of what's going on there. I think there's many markets where, for example, NFTs are going to be growing very quickly. I just see a lot of investment opportunity, and I'm going to be an investor in that space.
Well, let's talk about that now, because you have taken a big bet in DeFi and NFTs as well. Let's start with DeFi. I mean, your colleague, Mark Cuban, has also said, look, this is going to be the biggest disruptor to banks. Do you agree with that?
I do. I see lots of use cases for decentralized and centralized finance. And I'll give you an example of one that I think is ripe for disrupting. The currency markets and currency trading are the largest markets in the world. Trillions of dollars every week are exchanged between different currencies for many different reasons. And every time you do that, you get clipped for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 basis points. So if I want to buy a Swiss stock trading on Zurich, I have US dollars, I have got to convert my USD into Swiss francs and then buy the position. When I sell it, I got to do the thing in reverse. And I pay a lot of fees and there's a lot of friction. If we had an agreement in a payment system between the two regulators in Switzerland or Euro or British pounds or Singapore or Asia, we could pay in one single currency or payment system that could be provided by a very secure decentralized finance or a stable coin like a USDC or a DAI.
That's exactly why you need XRP, my friends, a neutral bridge asset holding all that liquidity. Well, that's what I have for you folks. Until next time, stay savvy, stay stacking, and I'll catch you in the next one. If you enjoyed this, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and comment down below. And if you want more crypto deep dives, check out our videos right here on Crypto Meets AI. Thank you for watching. Remember to always do your own research. This is not financial advice.